afternoon, everybody. Actually, good evening. Let's start that over. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to IHSA.TV. We're going to be bringing you the Class 1A. Are we supposed to be standing?
No.
Oh, everybody just started standing up. The Class 1A State Dual Team Championships. First place match will be between the Panthers of Lena, Winslow and the Panthers of LeRoy. And then the third place match will be the Indians of Sandwich going up against the Golden Eagles of Mercer County. Mike Vest along with Thad Book going to be bringing you both matches right here on IHSA.TV. Thanks for being with us, Thad. Been here all day, seen some great dual team matches. You ready for the big one?
I am. It should be really interesting, exciting. Both Lena, Winslow, and LeRoy have wrestled very well today. LeRoy, of course, defeating number 1 ranked Wilmington to start the day in the quarterfinals. Lena Winslow looking very impressive in their two matches and have found themselves in the final. They defeated Vandalia in the first round and then defeated Sandwich in the semifinals. LeRoy defeated Mercer County in their semifinal matchup to get here. We start at 152 pounds. I think this is going to be TJ Knutson of Lena Winslow.
And I believe we have Josh Johnson for LeRoy in the championship match. Going to be main focus on the championship. We'll break in with what's going on a third place match as well. You don't think it's Johnson? It's either going to be Johnson.
It probably is. It probably is Josh Johnson. LeRoy's bumped their lineup around a little bit today, so it's tough to get a sense of who it was, and we didn't hear the name.
Gosh, it could be Tyler Woolridge as well.
I think it's Josh Johnson based on how we've seen him earlier in the day.
Mentioned earlier, the LeRoy girls basketball team took 4th place in the state in basketball, and it looks like their team is here cheering on the boys for boys wrestling. They're over here. I know you're looking for them. A couple of them with medals on down here.
Nice. Coming to the end of the first period, 2-0 the score in favor of TJ Knutson of Lena Winslow. And right at the end of the first period, a quick reversal ties the score at 2, right at the buzzer. Josh Johnson of LeRoy ties the match at 2.
At least we think it's Johnson.
We're going to say it is for now.
If we find out otherwise later on, we'll let you know.
I mean, at some point in the lineup, LeRoy's going to have to bounce around. They don't have a 285-pounder, so today they've done it a couple different ways. They've bumped John Brent, their 170-pounder, up to 182 both times, and he's come away with 2 victories. But they've done it differently in the quarterfinals and semifinals. In the quarterfinals, they just bumped Brent up and bumped up from there the last couple weights. In the semifinals, they bumped everyone up from 152. A reversal for Johnson to start the second period, now a 4-2 match in his favor.
Johnson has the Butcher walking around. Now he's scoring. He already leads 4-2. He's going to get more for back points.
And he's going to get maybe a fall if he's able to get his weight properly positioned here. A minute to go in the second period. Plenty of time for Josh Johnson of LeRoy. LeRoy fans standing in anticipation. He's awfully close to a pin against TJ Knutson. Referee looking for it. There's the fall. 3 minutes and 12 seconds into the match. The LeRoy Panthers take a 6-0 lead with a fall in the second period. Johnson trailed this match, actually 2-0, got a takedown, a reversal rather, right at the end of the first period. Gets a reversal in the second period, gets the butcher and a fall.
And the beautiful thing about what's going on with us right now on mat number 1, Thad, is our table does not have a radio. He just went up and held up the fingers to the head table on who's wrestling, so we're going to have to listen or pay attention to what.
That's going to be Dakota Kane.
It is.
Of Lena Winslow.
And this could be Caleb Wilson.
I believe it is. So Caleb Wilson of LeRoy with the takedown leads 2-0. Wrestlers go out of bounds, 2-0 still the score. Dakota Kane of Lena Winslow. Less than a minute to go in the first period. 2-0 in favor of Wilson.
30 seconds left to go here in the first period. It's 2-0. 6-0 overall dual score. Class 1A dual team state championship coming to you live from Bloomington, Illinois, downtown Bloomington, in this great facility.
Like we mentioned before, neither of these teams have brought home a team state championship before. This is Lena Winslow's first time down here. First time qualifying for the state tournament. They reached the state finals. LeRoy's been close a couple different occasions. Last year finished third. 2009 finished second, losing to Wilmington in the final. This would certainly be the culmination of quite a few years of dominance now for LeRoy, or at least of prowess towards the top of the Class 1A rankings, bringing home a state title. Lena Winslow certainly has had good individuals in the past, has never put together a team like this. And the scary thing is, they're pretty young.
Yeah, very young.
But they don't care about that right now. They want to bring home a state championship. Second period underway. Wilson on bottom. It's like Kane trying to lock up a cradle. And a nice scramble, and Wilson's going to come out on top. The reversal makes it 4-0. Caleb Wilson of LeRoy.
.110 left to go in the second period. You said LeRoy's been knocking on the door the past couple of years. Finally, on paper, predicted to win. Had a great start to the season. One little hiccup against Wilmington at the St. Thomas More duel.
Yeah, they were probably the favorites coming into the year. Then they lost to Wilmington, and people thought, well, maybe not. Maybe this is Wilmington's year once again to get back on top. They were able to right that one loss early on this morning. They were able to wrestle very impressively in the semifinals and find themselves here in the finals. We said before, LeRoy's team dominated by a strong group of seniors. Some of those wrestlers would have certainly wrestled on the team last year, but have also been part of that team in 2009 that was in the finals. That would have been their freshman year. So looking to bring home, they're certainly going to bring home a third state medal. They want it to be the gold kind. 13 seconds to go in the second period, 4-0 is the score. LeRoy leading the match, that's Caleb Wilson. 10 seconds now. Kane fighting for that escape. The wrestlers go out of bounds and we're neutral. Kane of Lena Winslow with the escape. 4-1 now is the score. Second period comes to an end. It's Kane's choice. Looks over at his coach. He says, let's go down. Let's get out quick. Make it a 2-point match. We're underway in the third period. Kane tries to switch. It's brought back down to the mat by Wilson. Over on mat number 2. It's now 6-2. That's John Rickey of Mercer County, who leads Skylar Schmidt. Oh, I take that back. Eric Schwartz of Sandwich. It's a 6-2 match. It's 12-0 Mercer County with the lead in that duel. Back in the championship match. It's 4-1. Caleb Wilson of LeRoy with the lead. 6-0 is the dual team score. A big pin to start off the meet by Josh Johnson of LeRoy.
Final minute of this 160-pound match as there's a stalling call.
Second one, so it's a point. So it's going to be 4-3 now as Wilson's going to give an escape. So 4-3, a little over a minute to go in this match. Caleb Wilson of LeRoy leads Dakota Kane of Lena Winslow. So we had under a minute, 50 seconds now left. And Kane's got a front headlock and chucks it by for 2. So Kane gives Lena Winslow a 5-4 lead. Now we might have a fall. Oh, it's awfully close to a pin. 2 more back points makes it 7-4. So a match that looked like was going to go LeRoy's way has swung completely around. 7-4 now. Dakota Kane of Lena Winslow has taken the lead. 20 seconds left in the third period. Like we talked about before, on paper, this would seem to go LeRoy's way, but we don't wrestle matches on paper. It's over. 7-4 is going to be your final. Dakota Kane of Lena Winslow with a big win gets him on the board. So 6-3. Now the dual team score as we head to 170 pounds.
Number 15. So is this going to be Caleb Wilson? Or is this John Brent? Yep, this is Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, so we were mistaken. We apologize for that. Like we said, the radios aren't working great up here. So it is Caleb Wilson, so they'll bump up Wilson to 70. So John Brent will undoubtedly wrestle 82, and they'll go from there. This is Dylan Gam of Lena Winslow. Caleb Wilson comes in with a record of 30-19. wrestling Dylan Gamm, who comes in with a record of 17-12. Wilson a sophomore, Gamm a senior.
Gamm in on a double. They go out of bounds.
Over on mat number 2, it's now a 15-0 lead. Dual team score. Mercer County had a decision at 170 pounds and leading the match at 182 pounds, 2-0. It's Mason Weeks of Mercer County wrestling Jesse Bewley of Sandwich. First period's going to come to an end on mat number 1. No score. It'll be Wilson's choice. He's going to go down. Wilson comes to his feet. And he's going to get an escape. So 1-0. Caleb Wilson, 160-pounder during the year. Wrestling 170. He's wrestled 170 all day. I suppose we should have known that he would at least bump up. And Brent, who's their 170-pounders, wrestled 182 all day. The great thing about dual team, these two gentlemen have really wrestled well. So John Brent particularly, Brent not a state qualifier during the individual tournament, but he's come up huge here in the team tournament. Having depth is such a big thing in the dual team tournament. And LeRoy's got a lot of it, so does Lena Winslow.
Another thing that we talked about earlier today, you just kind of touched on a little bit, was bumping up. And you got great coaches, they're masterminds, they really are. Know how to bump up, and it's a chess game.
It is. It was interesting, especially in the quarterfinals. LeRoy ended up bumping up one of their 145-pounders all the way up to one. He weighed in at 160. And you know that was something they talked about during the week for that to happen. They knew that they wanted him to wrestle Wilmington's 160-pounder. Got a decision, which is what they wanted. Didn't get pinned, didn't give up any extra bonus points. That allowed for LeRoy to wrestle their best guys up a weight and was able to come up huge because Brent got a pin at 182. And we have a takedown. Now a 3-0 lead for Caleb Wilson of LeRoy. We have a fall on mat number 2. Mason Weeks of Mercer County getting the pin. So Mercer County well on their way to getting third, now lead 21-0. We head into the third period. Gamm chose bottom. He gets an escape. 3-1 now. We're neutral. 6-3 in team score. LeRoy with the pin at 152 pounds. Lena Winslow with a big come from behind victory at 160 pounds. And it's 6-3 now. We're in the third match, third period, 170 pounds. 3-1, Wilson of LeRoy in the lead, although a nice shot in by Gamm. Unable to finish though, and they go out of bounds. Wilson giving up about 10 pounds. He's a normal 160-pounder like we said.
You know, honestly, and I know that the 2A and 3A guys talk about this a lot, the fans that show up for Class 1A wrestling is unbelievable. I'm just kind of taking a look at LeRoy's fan section is full all the way up to the top by us. I think LeRoy has the most fans out of the 2A all 4 teams wrestling in 2A right now combined.
It's probably true. One big part of it is they are just down the road. But
that's true.
But
that's true.
You're right. I mean, it is neat to see.
Lena's fan section is all full as well.
Yeah, it is nice to see how many people come out. You know, with some of the small schools, like you said, the 1A schools, that it becomes a big community thing, and it's neat to see how many people came out. Like we mentioned before, the girls basketball team was also in town.
Sure.
So like you said, all of LeRoy was in Bloomington for this weekend. So a bunch of the girls basketball fans probably came over and are watching the finals now. It looks like a warning stalling on Wilson of LeRoy as the wrestlers went out of bounds. 30 seconds to go in the match. 3-1, Wilson leads. Under 30 seconds now. Another nice shot by the Lena Winslow wrestler.
Ooh.
Nice scramble, no points. Wilson almost came with a takedown. 10 seconds left now. Gom looking over at his coaches. His coach is saying, come on, you got to go. We need a takedown here to tie this match. It's not going to happen. A takedown by Wilson at the end makes it 5-1. So Caleb Wilson of LeRoy, a sophomore, comes up with a victory. Makes the team score now 9-3. It's definitely going to be John Brent of LeRoy who's going to be up next. We'll find out for sure here in a second. Logan Staver, who was the 100 and it is Alex Dunleavy of Lena Winslow. He wrestling John Brent of LeRoy. Dunleavy, 14-20 on the year. He's a junior. Wrestling John Brent, 26-12, a senior. Brent, the 170-pounder over the course of the year, wrestling 182.
Brent, one of the 9 seniors for LeRoy.
Also weighed in at 170, so a couple of 170-pounders wrestling up a weight. Next 2 matches after this, you'll see Staver and Harmston, 2 runners-up in last weekend's state tournament for Lena Winslow. Definitely the heart of their lineup. We got back points as the LeRoy fans come to their feet. John Brent looking for the fall here. He's got a minute to go in the first period. He's got a butcher too. That's how they got the first pin of the day. Looking for another one.
Awfully tight. Looks like his right shoulder's up off the mat, so
yeah, good job fighting it off.
.30 seconds left to go here in the first period. 5-0 in favor of John Brent.
Over on mat 2, that's Tyler Sebi of Sandwich looking for the fall. He's not going to get it. Time's going to run out, but he's in control of his match against Landon McIntosh. 21-0 Mercer County with the team lead in that match. Sebi looking to get the first win for Sandwich. First period comes to an end at mat number 1. 5-0 in favor of Brent of LeRoy. He gets deferred to and chooses down to start the second period. And the referee's going to call a caution, I think, yes, on the Lena Winslow wrestler, Dunleavy.
Five to nothing still in favor of Brent here in the second period. Dunleavy trying to figure out how to get him. Looks like he's looking for a cradle. Or maybe the Johnny Jones series, which he's got.
He's in trouble, though.
He is in trouble.
No points scored there. Dunleavy covers back over. Minute 20 and ticking in the second period. 5-0 is the score. Brent of LeRoy with the lead, and he's going to get at least one, maybe a reversal here. He should have a reversal. He does. 7-0, John Brent of LeRoy with the lead. Wrestlers go out of bounds. 51 seconds to go in the second period. 7-0, Brent of LeRoy with the lead. You know, it's only 3 matches that they wrestle over the course of this day. They wrestle 5 matches in some tournaments that they're in over the course of a day in some of the bigger tournaments. But
sure,
these 3 matches take a lot out of you. I can speak from experience on this one that it's just a lot of emotion when you're wrestling at this level, trying to bring home a trophy. That it's exhausting. So these 3 matches feel like you've wrestled 10 just because of all the ups and downs, and you're rooting so hard for your teammates to win that wrestling this last championship match, you're going to be exhausted. Obviously, you're going to give everything you've got, but you hope that these teams have something left in the tank come the third period.
Of course, you're speaking of you were one of the heroes on the 2000 team for Harvard that
I don't know about
placed
that.
3rd. Beat a tough Olympia team for the 3rd place match.
Good memories. It's hard to believe it's been that long ago. 7-1 now the score on mat number 1. Sandwich got their first win. Tyler Sebi with a decision. Now 21-3. Mercer County still in control of that dual meet. Time runs out at the end of the second period on mat number 1. Still 7-1. Brent in control. Obviously looking for that extra team point at this point. An 8-point lead will give them a major decision. We get underway in the third.
(21-3). Sandwich gets on the board over in the 3rd place match with their win by Tyler Sebi. And they're at 220 pounds now. Was it Sebi? Yeah.
It's Bobby Lincoln of Mercer County wrestling Colton Bland of Sandwich. Brent has Dunleavy broken down flat. So we had under a minute to go in the third period. So far, Brent unable to score any points. .52 seconds left as we're going to restart it. 7-1, John Brent of LeRoy leads. LeRoy leads the team score 9-3. We started at 152. We're at 182. We're going to have a caution on Brent. Brent breaks Dunleavy flat. Looking to work one of Dunleavy's arms. Still unable to do much of anything. Dunleavy done a good job not allowing Brent to do much of anything on top.
Just got to work a pinning combination here to get some points to get that major. He's only up by 6 right now. Need obviously 8 for the major.
Doesn't look like he's going to get it. A win nonetheless. It's going to be 12-3 in the team score. LeRoy fans come to their feet again. 7-1 the final. John Brent of LeRoy. Nice way to end your senior year. He's going to have 3 wins today, 3 big wins for LeRoy. And we're going to head to 195 pounds.
19. So it's going to be, it's going to be Ty Sandy.
That's Lane Lindstrom of LeRoy.
It is, okay.
They're going to bump Sandy up to 220, which means Simmons once again will wrestle 285. So they've done what they've
been doing all day.
They've been doing all day.
And I just haven't been paying attention.
Just wanted to make sure that was a point in which they could have had Sandy wrestle 95, but then they would have had Halloran bump up. But it makes more sense. And have Sandy wrestle Harmston. So it's 2-1 already as Logan Staver with a takedown gives up an escape. And the wrestlers go out of bounds as he was looking for another takedown. 12-3, the team score in LeRoy's favor. Second place finisher from a week ago, Logan Staver. And Staver with a takedown, looking for back points.
He's going to get him.
And now looking for a fall. See if he can readjust and get it. Referee looking for it. He's got plenty of time. Is he going to be able to get it tight enough to get the fall? 40 seconds left now. They're towards the center of the mat, and he's not going to get the pin. So a 7-1 lead for Logan Staver of Lena Winslow. He's wrestling Lane Lindstrom of LeRoy. Lindstrom, a freshman, 19 and 18, coming into this match. And Logan Staver, a junior, 40 and 5, 42 and 5 actually, if you count both of his wins today.
So he's had an okay season.
Yeah, second place finish a weekend ago,
sure.
and going to bring home a team medal too. Not a bad season. Obviously going to want to build upon that and try to bring home a state championship next year. We're going to go neutral. I believe that was Lindstrom's choice. Go neutral and start the second period. 7-1 the score. It's a big spot where LeRoy's looking to save a team point or two.
Nice double leg takedown. Opens the lead up by 8. It's now 9-1.
No major decision territory at this point. Staver's looking for a lot more than that. He brings Lindstrom's arm in, now trying to work off of Lindstrom's right arm as he brought his left arm in. Staver has Lindstrom's arm behind his back, unable to do anything with it at this point. And it looks like he's going to get back points, but is he going to stay on the mat?
Well, he's getting the back points.
Yeah, he is. He's awfully close there, though, to being off the mat.
Remember that new rule this year, the 2-inch line that goes around the circle is now in bounds.
Correct. There's the fall, right on the edge of the mat. Logan Staver does his job, getting the pin in 3 minutes and 7 seconds. You need your best wrestlers to get as many points as they can. Staver gets the maximum 6. So a big win for Lena Winslow. Now trails by 3. An interesting match coming up now. It's going to be Ty Harmston of Lena Winslow. He finished second at 220 last weekend. And he will wrestle Ty Sandy of LeRoy. Sandy, 26-12 sophomore. Harmston, a 42-5 sophomore.
Had a chance to walk by him earlier today. He is a big boy.
He's tall.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Somewhere the basketball coach is disappointed he didn't go out for the basketball team. I think he's made the right choice.
Maybe he was cut.
Seems to work that way for a lot of wrestlers. Harmston Goes around for 2. Looks to throw the leg in. So Sandy of LeRoy giving up quite a bit of weight. He weighed in about 194. Harmston, I guess not quite a bit of weight because Harmston only weighs a little over 200. So not as much weight as you expect for a wrestler bumping up a weight class.
Harmston's got the legs in. Trying to work on a half.
And Harmston with those long legs, like we talked about how tall he is, you think that he'd be able to crank on Sandy, and that's what he's doing right now, but the referee's going to call potentially dangerous. So stops the match. And we're going to get restarted with under a minute to go in the first period, 2-0. Ty Harmston of Lena Winslow with the lead. LeRoy still leads the duel, 12-9.
Colton Bland comes away with a victory.
Gives Sandwich another victory. This one a major decision, so that'll make it 21-7 now. Still in Mercer County's favor. That's the third place match. And Harmston he's
got him on his back, and there's the fall.
1 minute, 49 seconds gets the fall. And Lena Winslow takes the lead. 15-12. Lena Winslow's 2 best wrestlers come up with 2 big pins. So just what they expected and just what they needed. Take the lead in this duel now, 15-12. At 285 pounds will be Jake Weltzen, and he'll wrestle Bradley Simmons. Simmons finished 3rd last weekend at 220 pounds. He's 45-3. Weltzen's 19-12. Simmons a senior, Weltzen a junior.
Simmons giving up 15 pounds.
Not as much as he gave up, about 65 pounds in his semifinal match. Able to come away with a victory, but got to be happy he's not giving up nearly as many pounds as he was in the semis. So this is your 285-pound matchup. It's 15-12. Lena Winslow's taking the lead with 2 big pins by Staver and Harmston. On mat number 2, meanwhile, that's Chris Hedrick of Mercer County, who is pinning Kyle Rosensteel, and he gets the pin. So Hedrick of Mercer County with the fall, 1 minute and 6 seconds, increases Mercer County's lead to 27-7. Third place match, mat number 2. Ooh, nice double leg. Oh, wrestlers go flying out of bounds. A nice double leg by Weltzen of Lena Winslow. He then locked to a bear hug, unable to finish it, and the wrestlers go flying out of bounds. Simmons then gets in on a good shot himself. Weltzen tries a headlock, and no points.
Out of bounds.
Wrestler stepped out of bounds. Good call by the referee there. I think his right foot stepped out before he brought it back in.
Absolutely.
Simmons unable to get the takedown.
Referee was right on top of it there. Yep. Really?
Under 40 seconds to go now. A lot of action for a 285-pound match as Simmons gets a takedown. Simmons certainly a guy capable of a pin. He's got 27 of them this year, second on the team, only to Bullington's 29. It's a lot of pins.
Looks like Jesse Wood gets a fall over on mat number 1, if it is Jesse Wood.
It's either him or Emma. They've kind of bounced back and forth today, wrestling 106.
Yeah, it might be Emma. Wood's going to be at 13.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Is that a computer?
It was a Windows. So that'll be Emma of Sandwich, 47 seconds with the fall. 27-13, still Mercer County in the lead.
Oh.
Simmons started on bottom in the second period, and he's going to have a reversal, I believe. No points awarded yet. There we go. There's a reversal. So 4-0. Bradley Simmons of LeRoy with the lead. He leads Jake Weltson of Lena Winslow. Simmons looking for that cradle. Doesn't have it locked up yet. And then kind of realizes that it's not going to happen. Weltson tries to turn, looked like maybe a switch, almost turned right into Simmons and ended up on his back. Thankfully for him, he ends up back on his belly.
Oh, he's got a cradle in.
1 minute to go. Bradley Simmons with a big-time cradle and gets the fall. 3 minutes, your time of the fall. Big pin for Bradley Simmons of LeRoy. A 4-0 match ends with a fall. And LeRoy retakes the lead. And the team score now 18-15 as we head to 106 pounds. And I believe he's going to wrestle Tyler Walsh.
Oh, what's going on?
Jeez. They have the wrong ankle band on.
Wenger and Walsh. Correct.
It is Wenger and Walsh. You don't see that happen very often. The match starts and they have the wrong ankle bands on. So they'll restart it here. Walsh, a freshman, comes in with a record of 29-10. Wenger of Lena Winslow, who's a freshman also, comes in with a record of 43-5. Wenger finished third last weekend.
Had a great semifinal match.
Yeah, lost a tough one. Maybe one of the best matches, definitely one of the best matches of the weekend. You can argue it was the best 1A match of the weekend, possibly. Lost a semifinal match against Simpkins of Bishop McNamara. Yep. And of course, Briggs then beat Simpkins in the finals. Briggs of North Boone. One of the many examples of why you can't say because A beat B, that B then beat C. Briggs lost to Wenger at sectionals. And Wenger, and lost by 5 points at sectionals. Wenger only lost by 1 to Simpkins. You'd expect Simpkins then to get the win. Didn't happen. Briggs able to come up with the victory. But Wenger looking to bring home a state championship for his team. No score in this match.
Be stalling called on Walsh of LeRoy. It's been a scoreless first so far, and I think that's how it's going to end. And it is. It's going to be LeRoy's choice. They'll choose down. Or wait. Did they defer?
They must have deferred. Reversal by Wanger. Lena Winslow doesn't have a 113 pounder. They have two 106 pounders, and that they bump one up to 113 when needed. Both of them freshmen. Pokaj is the other 106 pounder for Lena Winslow. 113 for LeRoy will be Tate Ruffner. Fall on mat number 2. That's Jesse Wood of Sandwich. It's now 27-19. So Sandwich closing that duel up with a couple of pins at 106 and now 113. Meanwhile, in the championship match, still 2-0. Wanger of Lee Win with the lead, and hit for stalling is Walsh
for the second time.
That's a point, so 3-0 is the score now. Gunnar Wanger with the lead. And we're going to have a blood time, it looks like, possibly, for Wanger. 15 seconds to go in the second period. While we're waiting for that, over on mat number 2, it's Curtis Van Winkle of Mercer County wrestling Josh Brooks of Sandwich. (27-19) is the score in that one. Mercer County still in the lead, although Sandwich has come back with a couple pins. Looks like blood time has ended on mat 1, championship match. We're back underway with 15 seconds to go in the second period. Gunnar Wanger of Lena Winslow leads 3-0. And the second period is going to come to an end. Walsh's choice, and he's going to go bottom to start the third. Walsh of LeRoy trails 3-0. (18-15) is the match score in favor of LeRoy. Walsh gets the escape by the edge of the mat, so it's 3-1 now, still in favor of Wanger. Walsh has been hit for stalling twice, something to keep in mind. Wanger looking to increase his lead, and he's going to. Another takedown, so 5-1 now the score. And Wanger's going to say, let's go neutral.
Give him the optional escape, so it's 5-2.
A little over a minute to go in the third period. 18-15, like Mike said. LeRoy has the lead in the duel. Lena Winslow looking to at least tie this back up, maybe take the lead. Another takedown by Wenger makes it 7-2. 40 seconds to go in the second period. .20 seconds left now. 7-2, Wenger in charge. Looking to quickly work some back points. He's going to need a quick 3 to make this a major decision. Doesn't look like he's going to have enough time for that. So it's going to finish 7-2. Gunnar Wenger of Lena Winslow gets a victory. And will tie the score up 18-18 as we head to 113 pounds. It'll be Austin Matlock wrestling for LeRoy. And he's going to be wrestling, I believe that's Ryan Nadig. It's got to be. It's Ryan Nadig of Lena Winslow. Matlock 34-10. Nadig 27-12. Nadig a junior. Matlock a junior. So it's 24-18. Now LeRoy back in front. I mean, obviously these coaches know far more about their wrestlers than we do. And they're with the team every day. But certainly from up here, it seems like a strange decision. Anyway, back to the match, 2-0. A takedown by Matlock at 120 pounds. We started at 152. It's been a back and forth duel to this point.
.40 seconds left to go here in the first period, 2-0 in favor of Matlock. He's got the arm bar in. See if he can do anything with it here. He's got 30 seconds to work with it. Nadig doing a good job so far, fighting it off.
And Nadig may come out on top. Matlock's in trouble. Matlock may get himself pinned. Oh, man. Winslow's coach has his head in his hands, thinking, oh, boy. We almost had something pretty magical there. Just a reversal, not even any back points. I'm kind of surprised by that. But no points awarded.
Lena's choice, they'll defer. Matlock will choose down. Nadig has the arm of Matlock, trying to get the coffee grinder in, but Matlock's on his hip, so that's not going to work. Eventually, eventually if he keeps that arm and keeps cranking it like that, it'll get potentially dangerous.
Certainly doesn't get any easier for
He's getting back points.
Yeah, he's getting back points. He's going to have 3 back points. Wow.
Nice tilt.
And Lena really needs this match. What I was about to say is LeRoy's got some of their studs coming up. Bullington, Morrell, Myers, and Woolridge still to come. I mean, the heart of their lineup is coming up. And for the last 4 matches, obviously Lena Winslow's got some really good wrestlers. McPeak, Kalkbrenner among them. But they need all the matches they can get from here on out. They trail by 6, 24-18. LeRoy with the lead in the dual meet. Ryan Nadig leads this match, 5-3. Nadig of Lena Winslow as we head under 45 seconds to go in the second period. Over on mat number 2, a major decision For Mercer County, that would have been Curtis Van Winkle getting the major decision. He's given them now a 31-19 lead. They're at 126 pounds. It'll be Logan Snyder of Mercer County. He's wrestling Patrick Crothers of Sandwich. Back on mat number 1. Under 15 seconds to go now. As Nadig has Matlock's arm. Matlock looked like he was going to come out and maybe get the 2. Matlock with a trip. 7 seconds left.
Still
There's the 2.
There's 2.
5-5 now, and that'll end the second period. So a big takedown by Austin Matlock of LeRoy.
This will be Matlock's choice. Coach originally said neutral.
Matlock wanted top, it looked like.
What's going on?
I guess it was Lena Winslow's choice.
Oh, boy.
So Matlock's going to let him up. And it will be Nadig's 6-5 lead to start the third. Matlock in on a shot. Nadig fights it off, gets Matlock in a front headlock, and almost throws Matlock to his back. Nice move by Nadig. No points awarded yet, though. He had a nice neck wrench. Is he going to be able to pull it off again?
He's got to get that arm. He doesn't have enough weight on
No,
top.
I think he's in trouble. He may end up on his... Matlock may come out with the 2 here. He trails 6-5. There it is. Matlock takes a 7-6 lead. This would be a big win for LeRoy. Like we mentioned before, they have a lot of their best wrestlers coming to wrestle. The next couple of matches, a win here gets them one step closer to that first state championship. Like we mentioned before, neither of these teams have won a state title. Lena Winslow's never even been down here before. Gonna win on their inaugural trip. I can't imagine that's happened very often, but Nadig once again catches Matlock on his back.
Down to the Granby.
Second time this match that he's done it from bottom. So Ryan Nadig of Lena Winslow comes up aces again. And Matlock's in trouble. He's towards the edge of the mat. And the wrestlers are going to go out of bounds. So Nadig will take an 11-7 lead now. 31 seconds to go in the third. Nadig with a couple of huge 5-point moves.
They work.
They've been very impressive. So 20 seconds left to go now. Nadig trying to work Matlock's arm. As we head under 10, it looks like Ryan Nadig for Lena Winslow comes up with a big victory. It'll be a decision. 11-7 will be your final. He's fired up about it. He should be. He wrestled really well. 24-21 now. LeRoy has the lead. Lena Winslow right back to within 3.
Wow, on paper that one might go to LeRoy. On paper.
We would guess that's what's going to happen. It is. It's Dusty Chapman of Lena Winslow. Chapman, 34-8. He's a junior. Bullington, 46-3. He's a senior. Bullington finished third last weekend. Bullington with a quick takedown, leads 2-0. 24-21, Lena Winslow trails LeRoy. But Bullington looking for the fall. He's awfully close to getting it. There it is. 39 seconds in, Tevin Bullington of LeRoy with the pin. 30-21 now. LeRoy has the lead. So a big win for Devin Bollington, the senior. We talked about LeRoy seniors. Another one comes through big time. 30-21, LeRoy leads the team score.
This will be John Morrell.
And Austin McPeak, maybe? It is McPeak. So McPeak of Lena Winslow wrestling Morrell of LeRoy. Morrell 36-6, he's a senior. Wrestling McPeak 40-6, he's a junior. Both wrestlers wrestled at 132 pounds all year. Both of them qualified for state. Quick 2-0 lead for Morrell. We started at 152. So 2 matches after this. If Morrell's able to get a win, Lena Winslow will need 2 pins to tie. So a win here would put LeRoy on the precipice of winning the state championship. Morrell looking for back points, really cranking on McPeak's head. The referee's going to call potentially dangerous. Boy, McPeak's shaking his head. It's hard not to see why. He was really getting cranked like a pretzel. And the trainer's going to come over and have a look at him. I guess it's for blood time, though.
McPeak took 3rd place last weekend at 132 pounds, the weight that we're wrestling at right now. Where Morrell lost his 1st round match to Brandon Leiser and did not get a chance to wrestle back.
Over on mat, while we're waiting for this blood time, over on mat 2, it's 35-19. Mercer County with the lead. We're about to head into the 132-pound match over there. That'll be Tristan Finch of Mercer County wrestling Jared Vegrazin. With a win by Finch for Mercer County, they will finish 3rd. Finch, I believe, is the coach's son.
That's correct. Jeremy Finch, the coach of Mercer County.
So that'd be a nice way to cap off your season, having your son clinch 3rd place for you. And it looks like he's going to do it, as Finch already has Vegrazin on his back. .50 now the score in the 3rd place match. And then he's going to increase to at least 8-0. Finch of Mercer County trying to clinch 3rd place in their first trip to the dual team state tournament. Sandwich will bring home another trophy. No matter what, they'll finish 4th. And one of their many trophies to add to their wrestling trophy case.
Powerhouse in the late 80s and in the 90s. Coached by Lon Garish.
All the way through the 90s. 2000 might be their best team, or 99 rather, might be their best team they had. They walked through the state tournament that year. Dual team. One state had quite a few individual state champions, it seemed. So match back underway. Second period. Morrell of LeRoy starts on bottom. He leads 2-0. A win for him would clinch at least a tie for LeRoy. So essentially a win in this match and a win in either one of the final two matches. And LeRoy will be your state champions for 2012.
I'm not really one to question coaching decisions, so I'm not going to say that. I wonder, though, the reasoning to forfeit against Tate Ruffner.
Yeah, I do too, I guess. Curious. I mean, at the end of the day, it might not matter. LeRoy has a 9-point lead now in the team score and has the lead in this match. A couple of good wrestlers coming up, so they're certainly the favorites to bring home that trophy at this point in the match. So more blood time. Finch did get a fall on mat 2, so clinching third place for Mercer County. £138. That'll be Alphonse Bruno, state champion last weekend. Wrestling Derek Morford of Mercer County. Bruno looking to finish up his senior season undefeated. Looks like they've cut the blood time. They're still trying to patch up Austin McPeak. And then they've restarted the blood time. So we're going to finally get back underway. Just over a minute to go in the second period. 2-0. John Morrell of LeRoy with the lead. And gets an escape. 3-0 now as we head under a minute in the second period. Under 30 seconds left. McPeak in on a shot. Morrell sprawls and gets control of McPeak's head. The wrestlers go out of bounds with 22 seconds. Under 10 seconds to go in the second period. Morrell in on a shot, but he's not going to finish it in time. We're going to run out of time. 3-0 will be his lead heading into the third period. It's McPeak's choice, and he's going to go down.
More blood?
More blood. It's 4-1 over on mat number 2. Bruno and Morford. Morford qualified for state last weekend. Bruno, the state champion from Sandwich. I believe a 3-time state finalist, if I remember correctly. Finished second last year in 2A. Finished first 2 years ago. State champion this year. Alphonse Bruno. Back underway on mat 1 in the third period. McPeak starts down. McPeak comes to his feet. Morrell still in on a single leg. This is probably going to be a stalemate here unless the wrestlers advance. Close to locked hands by Morrell, but he's able to change up. And with a minute to go, still riding McPeak tough. Is John Morrell, a senior from LeRoy. Morrell now has the leg in and gets hit for stalling. So the referee will stop it. With 45 seconds to go in the third period. We'll restart. McPeak comes to his feet. Morrell in on a single leg. McPeak is going to get the reversal. So 3-2. And McPeak looks over to his coach and he says, let him up. And he didn't let him up long enough. And I don't think he still let him up long enough. Finally he does. So it's 4-2 now. John Morrell leads. McPeak looking for a takedown that would tie this match. Ooh. And Morrell gets hit for stalling again. 4-3 now. Now McPeak can win it with a takedown. 18 seconds to go in the third period. Now things get interesting. 18 seconds is a lot of time left. He could get hit for stalling again. Morrell's going to have to be more aggressive. 15 seconds now to go. McPeak looking for a takedown. 10 seconds left. 7 seconds. And he's hit for stalling again. With 2 seconds left, we're going to go into overtime. Morrell got hit for stalling 3 times in that third period. So we'll have a 1-minute sudden death overtime. Austin McPeak and John Morrell. McPeak in on a shot. Morrell able to fight it off. McPeak on his knees. They go out of bounds. Ooh. 43 seconds to go. Both coaches shouting words of encouragement as we restart. Morrell in on a good shot. Can he finish it?
Single.
Switches up to a double.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. Nothing yet. This could be trouble. McPeak's going to come out on top. Austin McPeak gets the victory. Referee did a good job there not giving the 2 points right away. McPeak comes out on top. Gets his head out of the headlock. 6-4 your final in overtime, and Lena Winslow still alive.
Wow.
2 matches to go. They now trail by 6, 30-24. LeRoy still with the lead. Big win by Austin McPeak of Lena Winslow. Defeating Austin, or John Morrell rather, of LeRoy.
Oh boy.
I believe
it's going to be number 12. Kalkbrenner. This is Quincy Kalkbrenner.
It's Myers and Kalkbrenner.
Okay.
Justin Myers, 42-1. Finished second last weekend. Wrestling Quincy Kalkbrenner, who I believe finished third. A win by Myers would give LeRoy the state championship. They lead by 6. Kalkbrenner needs a win to keep this alive. They did not wrestle last weekend as Kalkbrenner lost to Bruno in the semifinals. Myers lost to Bruno in the finals. It was one of the really good matches last weekend. Bruno won 4-3. 138-pound match. 2-0, Justin Myers of LeRoy with the lead. Lena Winslow sure has wrestled well today. But they're going to need to pull off another victory here to keep this alive. And Kalkbrenner almost catches Myers on his back. He gets the takedown, and it's now leading 3-2. So Quincy Kalkbrenner, the sophomore from Lena Winslow, had an unbelievably impressive year. He's 47-3 coming into this match. Wrestling Justin Myers, who's 44-1. But Kalkbrenner, a 3-2 lead. Myers with an escape. Now 3-3 the score. So the sophomore sure doesn't seem intimidated wrestling this state finalist. But Myers with a takedown right at the end of the first period. A big takedown right at the buzzer. 5-3, Justin Myers of LeRoy takes the lead. Nice duck under. So Kalkbrenner did such a good job to get a takedown and take the lead, but Myers showing why he's a state finalist with a nice takedown to end the first period. 5-3, Justin Myers with the lead, and he'll start down to start the second period. They're in the final match in the third place. Match between Sandwich and Mercer County. Mercer County a 40-22 lead now, and they lead that 145-pound match. It's Alec Blazer leading Rigo Frieri.
Stalemate called on mat number 1. So they'll come back to the center and restart with 1:37 on the clock in the second period. 5-3 in favor of Myers.
Myers with an escape. 6-3 now. Justin Myers of LeRoy with the lead. And Myers back in on a shot. He's got a nice single, and he's going to be able to finish it on the edge. 8-3 now the score. Justin Myers of LeRoy looking to bring home that first state championship. A minute 11 remaining in the second period. 8-3, Justin Myers with the lead. Kalkbrenner with an escape, makes it 8-4. Myers with a takedown very quickly, makes it 10-4. So Kalkbrenner had a lead for a short period of time. Now finds himself trailing by 6. Myers leads the LeRoy team in takedowns with 133. He's had an impressive senior season, so awfully good on his feet.
Final 30 seconds left in the second period, 10-4. In favor of the runner-up, Myers.
Under 10 seconds now in the second period. They'll go out of bounds with 5. Myers in control of this match.
A little False start against Kalkbrenner. Okay. That's why I'm up here.
Kalkbrenner tries a roll, not going to be able to get any points before the period runs out. It will be Kalkbrenner's choice, and he's going to go on top to start the third period. Why not? And you've got to try something. And you're trailing by 6, needing at least a decision.
Caution.
Myers does a good job getting out quickly. 11-4. Now the score. Minute 30 remaining, wrestlers neutral. 11-4, Justin Myers with the lead. LeRoy leads 30-24. A victory in this match will clinch the state championship for the LeRoy Panthers. Lena Winslow has wrestled them tough, getting a victory at 132 pounds in overtime. And a couple of big pins by their two best wrestlers, Harmston and Staver. But unless Kalkbrenner was able to come up with probably a throw at this point and a pin, LeRoy's going to win the state championship. Under a minute to go now. Kalkbrenner trying to work upper body. Looks like he's comfortable up there, but not able to do anything with it yet. Myers got hit for stalling. It's the first time he's been warned. 45 seconds left now. Kalkbrenner once again tries to go upper body, and Myers able to get out of it and come up with a takedown. 13-4 now the score. 35 seconds to go and ticking. Match coming to an end on mat number 2, 40-28. Mercer County brings home the state third place finish over Sandwich. But we're coming down to the end of the second to last match at 138 pounds. LeRoy fans coming to their feet knowing what this victory means for Justin Myers. 5 seconds left. Kalkbrenner with an escape. Myers with a takedown. 15-5 your final. But more importantly, the LeRoy Panthers are going to be your state champions, Class 1A in 2012. That'll increase LeRoy's lead to 34-24 going into the last match. Another senior for LeRoy. Justin Myers comes up with a big win. Looks like we're going to wrestle the last match. It'll be Woolridge of LeRoy, and I think he's wrestling Pete Bonvillian of Lena Winslow. Take that back, that's Sean Corey of Lena Winslow. Corey, the sophomore, 19-7. Wrestling Woolridge, the senior, 47-3. How many times have we said senior in this LeRoy lineup? A lot.
Like I said, they got 9 of them.
And they all have sparkling records, and they're going to bring home a state championship. It's got to be tough if you're Woolridge to wrestle this match, knowing that your team's brought home the state championship no matter what you do. Obviously, you're a senior. You want to end on the right note, but boy, you just got to be excited. So LeRoy seniors are going to carry the day. Like we said, they've been close a couple other occasions. Second in 2009. Lost to Wilmington in that final. Third a year ago. And they're going to be the state champions this year. They beat Wilmington in the quarterfinals. It was the match everyone was looking forward to, number 1 and 2 in the state. Wilmington came in number 1, having defeated LeRoy earlier in the year. LeRoy able to flip the script. John Brent, certainly one of the heroes in the first round, coming up with a big pin, bumping up a weight. They were able to beat Mercer County in the semifinals, and they're going to beat Lena Winslow here in the finals. A takedown by Woolridge gives them a 2-0 lead, less than 20 seconds to go in the first period. Just when it seemed like Lena Winslow was back in the match, getting that big victory in overtime, 132, LeRoy just had more seniors to throw at him. Lena Winslow is going to be back, I guarantee you that.
Oh, absolutely. They've only have two seniors
in their lineup. They're going to be awfully tough next year, and even the year after. They've got a lot of sophomores in their lineup that are already contributing. Gunnar Wanger, a freshman. I mean, they're going to be unbelievably difficult to beat in years to come. LeRoy will certainly reload. A quick reversal by Woolridge gives him a 4-0 lead.
That's something we talked about at the beginning of the day. Coach DeWald coming from Waterloo, Iowa, where he coached out there and successful. Comes into LeRoy, he has one losing season, and after that it's been nonstop.
Yeah, and that losing season was 13-7. So
right.
I mean, pretty impressive.
It's not really a losing season, but for their standards, it's a losing season.
By their standards now, certainly it is. After that, he's reeled off 5 really impressive seasons: 19-1, 18-3, 20-1, 21-2, and now they're going to finish this year 27-1. Like we mentioned, their one loss to Wilmington earlier in the year. They've even avenged that one. So they've got to feel awfully good about everything that's gone on this year.
Be a full Nelson applied, so we'll give a point to Sean Corey. 7-1. Under a minute now left to go in the second period.
Tyler Woolridge of LeRoy looking for another victory. Cap off his senior season with another win and a state championship medal around his neck.
Oh, he's got that armbar tight, and
there's the pin.
Fall.
He did the Aaron Rodgers belt.
Who?
NFL MVP, Aaron Rodgers.
Him.
The fall takes place in 3 minutes and 31 seconds. Austin Woolridge of LeRoy, a senior, goes out with a pin and a state championship. So big time credit to LeRoy. Lena Winslow wrestled him tough, but just did not have enough weapons for the 9 seniors that LeRoy brought. So the final, 40-24, the LeRoy Panthers defeat the Lena Winslow Panthers to win their first state championship here in 2012. Congratulations to Coach DeWald. He's been on the precipice. He brings home a state championship for LeRoy. And he's logged probably 5 miles walking back and forth behind the bench today. He can finally sit down exhausted with a big trophy to bring back to LeRoy's trophy case just down the road. All kinds of LeRoy fans showed up.
So your 4th place team in Class 1A is going to be the Sandwich Indians. 3rd place team, Mercer County Golden Eagles. 2nd place team, the Lena Winslow, and I'm just going to throw it out there, the Lena Winslow Stockton Panthers. And your 2012 Class 1A state champions from LeRoy, the Panthers. Congratulations to all 8 teams that qualified for Class 1A today. They are the elite in the state. And once again, congratulations to the top 4 in the state. Thad, once again, great state tournament. Always a pleasure working with you.
You too, Mike. I look forward to next year already. We've talked about a lot of these teams bringing back a lot of their wrestlers, so we look forward to all that will take place coming up.
Absolutely. That's going to do it for us from Bloomington, Illinois for the Class 1A state championships. Until next year, folks. Good night, everybody.